Exterior, LUMI'S house. Day. Lumi, female, 8 years old, sits at the end of a dock. She holds a fishing pole in one hand. Her other hand holds up her head as she stares, bored, into an icy pond. Her fishing pole dips into a hole in the ice. Behind Lumi, a small home made of ice pumps smoke out of a chimney. Interior, LUMI'S house. Day. Jerry, male, 30s, stands at the window. He looks out at Lumi as he talks on the phone.
Yes, I know we're supposed to fish.
He listens on the phone.
It's just been a slow quarter. We'll get back to level soon.
More listening.
Okay. Thank you, Madam President.
Priscilla hangs up on the other side. Jerry sighs and puts down the phone. He looks out at Lumi. His weary, stressed face morphs into an angry determination. Jerry heads to the door. Exterior, LUMI'S house. Continuous. Jerry bursts through the door and starts toward Lumi. Lumi doesn't see or hear him coming until Jerry swipes Lumi's arm out from under her chin. She falls forward and splashes into the water. Jerry smiles.
Gotcha.
Lumi doesn't come to the surface. Jerry smiles down at the water as he waits. Lumi still doesn't come to the surface. Jerry's smile turns into a concerned frown. Lumi bursts out of the water and splashes Jerry with her mermaid tail. They both laugh.
Dad!
Jerry tries to dodge the cold water.
I'm sorry.
That's what you get.
All right.
Jerry sits down on the dock.
Was the mean lady mean again?
Yeah,
Sorry, Dad.
don't worry about it.
Do you have to go work more?
Yeah, but I'll be done by dinner.
Okay.
What are you up to today?
Lumi perks up.
I have to do a mission for my friend.
Oh, your imaginary friend?
Not imaginary.
Well then invite him to dinner sometime. You two sure spend a lot of time together.
I told you, they're shy.
Jerry chuckles.
So you're going to town.
Yep.
No water, right?
But why, Dad?
Because you're not like everyone else. Not even me. They might not understand.
Lumi gazes sadly at her mermaid tail. Cut to Exterior, Ice Faction. Day. Lumi skips happily through the streets of the Ice Faction. Snow and ice crunch beneath her boots. Seemingly everywhere, people in workers' clothes load nets full of fish into trucks. Lumi reaches the end of the street to see a huge ocean. The water is chock full of people on platforms pulled by orca whales holding fishing poles. The image stretches as far as Lumi's eyes can see. Lumi's face fills with wonder, then mischief. She sees a stray bobsled parked near the water. Lumi hurries and hides behind it, makes sure no one is looking, and Lumi dives into the water. Exterior ocean continuous. Lumi's mermaid tail sprouts and covers her legs. She begins to swim through the clear water. Around Lumi, thousands of fish swim. She starts to swim with them. As she swims, she's met with hundreds of greetings.
Hey, howdy. What's up, Lumi?
Hi, everyone. I'm doing a mission for my friend.
This announcement is met with great admiration. Lumi swims past a huge pipe in the water and sucks in any fish that swims near it. A particularly beautiful rainbow fish darts past Lumi. She smiles and swims after it. The rainbow fish looks back at Lumi.
I'll beat you to the reef.
Lumi looks ahead and sees a huge coral reef 100 yards ahead of them. She picks up speed. The two near the reef. It looks like the rainbow fish is just edging her out until the rainbow fish is scooped up in a net and wrenched to the surface. Lumi gasps. Through the water, she sees a fisherman toss the rainbow fish into a bag full of water. The whale pulling the fisherman sets off.
Where is he taking her?
A whale passes behind Lumi.
Probably to the processing plant.
Lumi's eyes widen. She hurries after the fisherman's whale. Lumi darts between sea lions and schools of fish in pursuit of the whale until the whale pulls up to a dock. Distorted through the water, Lumi watches as the fisherman dismounts and throws the bag containing the rainbow fish over his shoulder. He walks down the dock. Lumi looks around. She sees two penguins, but we'll call them icebirds, dart past her.
Hey!
The birds stop.
I need your help. I need to help my friend.
Exterior dock, moments later. The two icebirds jump onto the dock and start fist fighting. Several fishermen take notice.
Oh shit! Icebird fight!
A crowd rushes over to watch the two icebirds duke it out. Hidden by the distraction, Lumi pulls herself out of the water. As she does so, her mermaid tail contracts to reveal her pants and boots. Lumi hurries down the dock after the rainbow fish. Exterior slopes, continuous. Lumi reaches the end of the dock as the fisherman boards a bobsled. He kicks off and starts sliding down the hill. the rainbow fish slung over his shoulder. Just behind the fisherman, a horde of icebergs comes sliding down the hill on their stomachs. Lumi watches a few of them pass. She holds her breath and builds confidence until Lumi jumps onto the back of an iceberg. She rides it like a snowboard as she hurtles down the hill. She glances up to see the fisherman, only about 100 yards ahead of her. Both the fisherman and Lumi weave through aspen trees and snowy rocks on their way down the hill. Lumi smiles as wind and snow rip across her face. Exterior processing plant, moments later. All is still outside a large processing plant. The silence is broken by the sound of the fisherman's bobsled sliding into view. He crosses a drawbridge over a large moat and slows to a stop at the front door. Exterior slopes, same time. Lumi flies across the snow on her icebird. The processing plant comes into view. She picks up speed. Exterior processing plant, moments later. Lumi is almost at the drawbridge. She grits her teeth and the drawbridge starts to raise. Lumi pulls her icebird to an abrupt stop and tumbles off into the snow. She looks up as the drawbridge completes its rise. Helpless, she watches as the fisherman takes the rainbow fish into the plant. Lumi stands up and walks to the edge of the moat. She kicks some snow off the edge. The snow makes the long, long fall down to the water and melts on the surface. Lumi takes a deep breath and dives into the water. She splashes far below. Her icebird pokes its head over the side of the cliff to watch her. Exterior moat, continuous. Lumi plunges into the water. Her tail grows and she swims off. As Lumi swims, she looks around for a way in. Lumi turns a corner and sees the same vacuum pipe she saw earlier. Lumi skeptically eyes it for a beat. She shakes her head and Lumi darts into the pipe. Interior pipe, continuous. Lumi is sucked into the pipe. She shrieks as the vacuum pulls her through numerous twists and turns until interior processing plant, continuous. Lumi is spit out into a tank full of fish. Unlike the ocean, none of the fish greet her or seem particularly happy. Lumi looks around outside the glass. The coast is clear. Lumi pulls herself out of the top of the fish tank and jumps to the floor below. She sneaks off into the plant. Interior main room, continuous. Lumi peeks into the main room. On the sides of the room, fish tanks are built into the floor. In the middle of the room are large storage cubbies. The only person in the room is the fisherman. He places the bag with the rainbow fish in a cubby and exits the room. Lumi sneaks into the room. She hurries toward the rainbow fish until she hears footsteps coming into the room. Lumi dives into the fish tank to her left, right before the fisherman comes back. He grabs his gloves out of the cubby and hurries off again. Lumi sticks her head out of the water. She waits for a beat, and then Lumi jumps out of the water and runs toward the rainbow fish. She's almost reached it, and Lumi runs past the rainbow fish. She reaches into another cubby and pulls out a box that reads, Automatic Water Filtration. She looks at the box and smiles. Lumi turns around and runs past the fish again. The rainbow fish sadly watches her go. All is lost. Lumi pops back in front of the cubby.
Sorry, almost forgot.
Lumi grabs the rainbow fish and runs out of the room. Exterior ocean, day. Lumi opens the bag and drops the fish back into the water.
Now remember, look out for hooks and tell your friends too.
Thanks, Lumi.
The rainbow fish swims off. Lumi watches her go happily. Interior Lumi's house, evening. Lumi and Jerry sit across from each other at the dinner table. They both eat steamed rice and broccoli.
I don't know what I can do. Fish yields have been down for months.
Yeah.
And get this, today was an all-time low. The fisherman told me that at a certain point, the fish just stopped biting, like they're getting smarter or something.
It'll get better, Dad.
I hope so. I'd do anything to get Precious off my ass.
Lumi finishes her rice and jumps up.
I gotta go.
What's up?
I have to meet my friend. I finished my mission, so I'm gonna give them the treasure.
Jerry smiles.
Okay, be back by bedtime.
Exterior ice faction, evening. Lumi runs through the aspen trees. She looks to her left and right.
Hello?
Hey.
Lumi stops in her tracks to see Soa leaning against a tree.
Oh, hi.
Hi, kid.
I got it, look.
Lumi reaches into her jacket and pulls out the water filter.
Oh my god. Great job.
Lumi hands the filter to Soa.
Do you have to go now?
Yeah, sorry. I'll let you know if I have another mission for you.
Soa ruffles Lumi's hair.
Thanks, kid.
Soa sets off into the snow.
Bye.
Lumi waves as Soa goes. Cut to black.